We're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Meal Prep Sundays with the Drake family. I'm Ellie. I'm the daughter, and that's
I'm
Stevie.
Stevie. I'm dirty.
He's dirty. Today, I'm riding solo today, and it kind of works because we are doing a road trip special today, especially because it's spring break season. So I thought, since I have gone through 21 years of road tripping, I can give you some of our family's tips and tricks to make the road trip less like the road trip from hell and more of a road trip that could be memorable, one of the memorable parts of the vacation. So before we do all that, we have to talk about the money. So meal prepping is good for your body and your bank account. So each of us came up with a financial goal and a due date. We are holding ourselves accountable to each other and to you. Every week we'll check in with our progress. And this week's check-in, Stevie is at 34% to goal. Teddy, oh my gosh.
Take that.
Teddy's at 78% to goal, Stevie.
How did that happen?
I have no idea. I'm still at 3.7% to goal, and Mom and Dad are at 1.6% to goal. So we're getting there. Each week we put more in our bank account, and especially because we're meal prepping, so we don't have to waste our money on going grocery shopping every day or going out to get food or Uber Eats, even though it's nice to get that sometimes. So without further ado, let's start some of the meal prepping. Okay, so, let me just go over some of the recipes for today. Some of the recipes, we have sandwiches, apple slices. They're all super simple, super easy recipes, but they're so nice to like put in a cooler and stack on when you're driving, and you don't have to go and stop and waste more time getting fast food. So we have sandwiches, apple slices, a simple trail mix, cut vegetables, and tamari almonds. So we are going.
Sorry,
Stevie. We're gonna start with the tamari almonds because that's one of the only things that you need to actually bake and put in the oven. So I chose Tamari almonds to put this week because they are a salty snack and they're really healthy and so easy to make. So we start with a bag. I had a bag of raw almonds and I've been soaking it in tamari sauce. I filled it up to the brim so I can't move it a lot. I've soaked it in tamari sauce tamari sauce for like, it's been like 45 minutes, but I think you should do it for more like a couple hours.
Maybe overnight?
Maybe overnight, something like that. Maybe. But so we're going to start with these and you just soak them for a little bit. Oh, they're dripping. And then dump out the excess tamari. And we use tamari because my mom is gluten-free and tamari is a gluten-free alternative to soy sauce. So it works really well and it's so yummy. So you dumped out all the soy sauce or all the tamari. You just pour it all on, might be a little loud. Pour it all on a pan and spread it out evenly. And my oven is already preheated to 300 degrees. And you spread it out evenly so they all get toasty and roasty in the oven. So we're going to do that. So all spread out. Perfect. Put it in there. And then we're going to set the timer for, oh, shoot. I think it's for 30 minutes. 25 minutes. Okay. There we go. 25 minutes. And there's one already almost done. So slowly move on. What do I want to do next? We'll do sandwiches. This is one of my favorite like little tips because we did this for all of my road trips growing up. And it was so easy and all the kids got to choose what they wanted. We didn't get like forced to eat ham if we didn't want ham. We had like turkey, ham. We made PB&J, like a separate bag full of PB&Js.
Oh, the PB&Js were good.
Yeah, they're really good. So the point here is to get an entire bag of bread. These are already made sandwiches, so you'll see what we do. So we already make the sandwiches and we put them in the bag. But you start off with, your basic loaf of bread, and you spread it out all over the cutting board or all over your kitchen, and everybody gets to make their own sandwiches.
That bread looks way too healthy.
This is Italian bread. This is not healthy.
Where's the Wonder Bread?
We don't see name one time we had Wonder Bread growing up. Remember when we used to have like the multi-grain bread growing up that had all those seeds on it, and then finally we got like a softer multi-grain bread. That was
that was a game changer.
That was a game changer.
Like,
that was crazy.
I remember that bread was disgusting. It was the cat. The cat was on the label, and it had 2 different layers of protection for some reason.
Yeah, it was so many seeds on top too. But once we got the softer multi-grain bread, it was crazy. Good time for the Drake family. All right, and then what I got, because I like both turkey and ham. Oh, I switched these up. So turkey and ham, just from the deli. And then you put it on half the bread. So I'll do 2 turkey, 2. That doesn't work out. I don't have enough pieces. 2 turkey, 2 ham.
Are you like, Ellie, are you like counting anything, or are you just making these just to shove in your mouth when you get cranky on a road trip? Like, are you counting the protein and carbs or anything, or?
Oh no, this is like, I'm talking about like road trips with kids, where you just need to like feed the kids if they're crying.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. I'm not talking like counting like protein or anything.
All right.
Like think back to like our road trips down to Florida to see Bubby. Like,
I slept most of the time. I would just until I had to drive.
You still had to eat sometime. Okay, so next we get cheese. So I'm a cheddar gal, a sharp cheddar gal, and a provolone gal. But I think I ate all my provolone already. So we're gonna just use sharp cheddar because that's good. So sharp cheddar. All on the bread.
Ellie, can I ask you a question?
Hi. Yeah, go ahead. Hi. Hi.
Hey, Teddy. Teddy and Ellie.
Hey.
Have you guys ever seen a baby pigeon?
No. No.
Think about that. Why have we not seen baby pigeons?
I don't know.
Because they're not real.
They're not real. Okay. And we continue for another tip. So you don't put any of the sauces on the bread because the sauces make the bread soggy, and we don't want that. So what you do, you go to a gas station, and when you're pumping gas or going tinkle, you steal packages. And then
we're going stealing.
Yeah, I guess you do that.
I mean, they're already free. You just borrow packages from them. What are they gonna do with them? So I got mayo and mustard, but they also have like onions and hot sauce, salt and pepper, relish, barbecue sauce. They have so many different things. They used to have like pickles and jalapenos before the pandemic and little like ramekins. They don't have those now. So we save these for when you're ready to eat. And then you put your sandwiches together.
Teddy's numbers are wrong, by the way. I'm still the best. We got confirmation on the private chat.
And then we did not steal. Okay, we didn't steal. We already paid for gas, so we're just.
Oh my gosh,
and then you just put it in the bag
right there.
So you end up with like a lot of sandwiches, and you put them in. Oh, they fell. But you put them in a cooler, and we had a cooler that you could plug into the car, so it stayed cold. So it stayed cold constantly. But you could also just get ice and ice packs and keep it in there so it stays cold. Our biggest road trips were like down to Florida when we were younger, right?
We went to Colorado. I think that was the same amount of time, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it was shorter. Florida
Colorado?
down to Key Largo is down to Key Largo is so long. Key Largo's like 27 hours away. My sandwiches are falling apart.
Is it really that far?
Yeah. Do you guys remember doing those road trips?
Well, I don't remember exactly. I remember one time we brought a video game thing. We could play video games the whole time.
Wasn't that when we went to Chicago?
No, that was when we went
Yeah,
to
that was
Florida.
in Chicago.
That was Florida.
That was
Look at
Chicago.
It usually looks nicer. I swear. My parents made it look so much nicer when they did it. But that's like 8 sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
I think it was good.
Yeah. And I've been eating these all week since I had to take the pictures, and they're good. They're good.
They look
Okay.
yummy.
They are. Dang, we're flying through these recipes. Okay, next one. We're going to do apple slices. So this
Put
apple
some on your
slice
nose,
recipe, he's dirt all over his face. He's at the workshop.
Everywhere. Your hair looks really pretty.
Thank you. It's super
Of
dark.
course.
Yes, to all my
I know,
fans,
I got
did
on here, I
change
was like,
my
who
hair
is that?
color. New me. And we're drinking water today instead of a cocktail.
Look at her go.
She's growing.
Nice job. She is.
Thank you. Okay, so for this recipe, it's not really a recipe, it's just 2 or 3 ingredients. You need an apple and lemons and then water. And if you have like an apple, what do they call an apple cutter? Slicer?
A core?
Core.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
We don't have that in this college house. So we're going to cut it the old-fashioned way. So you cut it. You guys talk amongst yourself while I'm cutting.
Teddy, guess.
Oh, please.
Guess what I'm doing.
Let's see. Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm powder coating my dirt bike. It's really exciting.
Oh, what color?
Orange.
Orange. Ooh, pretty.
Orange and
I
other
like
colors.
that.
I made this by myself. I did not buy this anywhere. It's extremely healthy.
Did you?
What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stevie, that's nasty. That's nasty. Okay, I'm trying to put this apple back together to show you my other trick, but I forgot.
Teddy, how much money do you put into your savings thing?
That doesn't look great.
Every month?
No, I found it.
Or every week?
Yeah, do you just like put extra cash
It changes. Yeah. Yeah.
Teddy, how do you have cash? Do you have like some secret job I don't know about?
I don't know, man.
I put it back together. Okay, everybody be quiet before I forget how to put it back together. Okay, so for this, if the kids don't like the sourness from the lemon juice, you can cut the apple and then you just put a rubber band around it so it all stays together so it doesn't oxidize and get all brown and yucky. Like, that's yucky. And it just sticks like that. So if you have like one of the apple cores, you just stick it all back together and rubber band it. And that
I bet you tin foil would work too.
Ooh. I suppose so.
But there's a lot of other things. But this one's the best.
You could just hold it the whole time.
Yeah, if you hold it the whole time. Okay, so I'm chopping these. Always wash your veggies and fruit too. Mine are already washed. Someone was watching. Who was watching? I hope some people are watching.
Like watching mom and dad. Like watching them when they made stuff.
Okay, so you cut. I have 2 more, but I'm not going to go through all that and cut it. Well, maybe I will. We have time. We have 45 minutes. Teddy's on.
Do you want to see what a baby pigeon looks like?
What?
Do you want to see what a baby pigeon looks like?
Yeah.
I'm just staring at it.
No, you're not.
Look at this. Yes, I am. Look at that.
Ew. Right.
Why have you never seen them?
Because they probably are ashamed to come out in public.
It says it's 7 days old. They grow up in 17 days, so that's probably why. They're
they grow all the way up in 17 days? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like they look like full feathers in 17 days.
Okay, my apples are cut.
Not sprinkling.
Ooh. Apples are cut, and I'm gonna. I don't have an apple core here, but I also have an entire bar kit. So you give and take here in a college house. So we get our juicer, and you can either dip the apple slices. I kind of like putting the juice all over. the apple slices,
Mm-hmm.
just because I do like sourness. I don't know why.
Sour's good.
Sour
I'm not
is
a big.
good.
I'm not a big sour
good.
guy. I'm like a. I went from a sugary guy to a salt guy.
I
used
don't
to
like.
Really?
I
I
like
used to like
spicy
candy.
sour.
I have a sweet tooth. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, you love sugar. Anything sugar. Okay. So those are all.
They
When
have
those are all
fudgesicles here.
saturated, you get the lid. Then I just shake it just to make sure it's all saturated.
Oh, yes.
And look at that. You got apple slices that will last for a couple days and stay perfectly perfect.
Happy slices.
Perfect.
Happy.
Yummy.
So we already got 2 recipes down, and I'm trying to go really slow because I know that they're going to go by really quick.
How
2
many more do you
recipes.
have?
I have 2 more. Okie dokie.
Let's see.
But I also have a bunch of
Okay.
tips. I have a ton. Look at this. I have so much to talk about.
Oh.
You do. What
I
else do
wrote
you talk
notes.
about?
Let's see.
She's still on top of it. Oh my
I
god.
know. I have so many tips. All right, so next we're going to do the trail mix. Trail mix is super fun and easy. So you can either get separate raw nuts, but I just got roasted mixed nuts just to get rid of that middleman of roasting. But if you get raw nuts, you can put oil on, mix it well with oil and salt, and then put it in the oven for like 15 minutes so they get all toasty and roasty. And then you want just mix a bag of this, and then chocolate or like a sweet of your choosing. And I like dark chocolate, but also I like dried cranberries and white chocolate. I'm usually not a white chocolate fan, but that mix really does something to me. So you mix all of that together, and then where are my raisins? So my raisins are a bit hard right now, so I'm gonna unharden them. How's Florida, Teddy?
It's very nice.
Teddy, you're in Florida?
It's very pretty. We're in a.
I did
Yeah.
not know you were in Florida.
I'm in a senior living. Yes, I'm in Florida. I'm in a senior.
Wait, you're not at
retirement
Bubby's?
community.
You're not at Bubby's?
No.
Oh.
No. I feel like I'm off the charts right now. No. No, I'm in Fort Myers.
Are you gonna go see Bub?
Area. No.
Oh.
I'm going to Florida.
Like 2 hours ish.
I'm gonna be in
Why is
Florida.
everybody traveling? I've been stuck in Ann Arbor for the past 9 months.
Ellie, I've been working my tail off for 7 months without one day of.
What's he doing?
Yeah, for real.
Taking a break in one day.
You haven't taken it.
Me too.
I earned it.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, I need Tupperware. Okay. So getting my black Tupperware. Mixing my nuts. There we go. Get it in there. I don't remember ever making trail mix when we traveled, but we always had trail mix of some sort. And I remember I always ate the M&M parts of it, and everybody would get mad at me because I ruined it for everybody else.
Look how pretty this looks.
Okie dokie. And then raisins. And then you close it and then just shake the heck out of it. And there, that's trail mix for you. Oh, there's a big nut in here.
Job.
Wow, look how big this nut is.
That's nuts.
That is nuts.
Massive, huh?
Fun. What is that? It's so yummy.
Guys, I don't know how much preload to add to this thing.
Okay.
Oh,
So for our final ingredient or recipe, we are going to do the cut veggies, and it's as simple as it sounds. So you just cut veggies.
I like it.
And wash them.
Wait, I thought you had tamari.
The Tamari things are already in the oven. If you were here on time, you would have saw it.
I'm sorry. I'm so
joking.
sorry. That's my bad. That's on me.
Kidding.
Kidding.
Not. Okay. Chop all the ends and nasty parts off. And then I like to cut the celeries in half, like down long ways, and then just cut it into little bite-sized pieces. So they're like this. Yeah. Tell you want a celery?
I would.
Thank you.
I would love.
All right.
What is? Wow.
So once you cut all your veggies, and I don't like peeling carrots. I just have to wash them really well. I kind of like the outsides of carrots.
Me too.
You chop. Why is Teddy's number wrong? Oh, she's not at 54 or 78%.
Oh, that's what I said.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I am.
Carrots like to quarter. Cut them in half and then quarter the halves. So a little bit more eatable. Okay. So once that is done, you'll have your chopped carrots or chopped veggies. You can do like cauliflower, you can do broccoli, you can do snap peas. You probably don't have to cut snap peas, but they should look something like this. And then you add cold water on top of it, so the vegetables stay hydrated during your entire road trip. And dried vegetables are nasty, and nobody wants to eat them. Oh, Teddy's is 7.8%.
Oh my gosh! Did it say
God.
78? Did it say 78?
I said 78. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it said 78. I don't think I misread it. So I'm not wrong.
I think it did too.
I was just giving false information. Okay. So we got
I wish.
our wet veggies. And I'm going to top it off with a little more water. Okie dokie.
Ted, what are you doing in Florida?
We're just hanging out. We're just having fun. I'm allowed to have fun.
Too much water. Okay.
Is that fine with you? Does that sit right?
Acceptable.
How do I mute myself?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we basically have everything done. We're just waiting on the Tamari almonds. So while we're waiting on the almonds, those have 6 minutes. We can start going through some of the fun tips that we figured out through miles and miles of road tripping. From either like 20. Why is Stevie bigger than me right now?
Yeah, what? What just happened there?
That is unacceptable. Miles and miles of road tripping. Let me clean up a little bit. While we're cleaning up, Teddy, what was your favorite road trip you've ever been on with family?
Favorite road trip?
Yeah.
I mean, probably. I think probably the best one was the Chicago one with all the with the Wii attached to the car somehow. And
that's when we went to. That's when we
fun
went up
things
to
set up for us.
Wisconsin.
Remember?
Yeah, that was fun. That was sweet.
Wisconsin.
So we went up to Wisconsin for Stevie's modeling gig.
We were not in Wisconsin. We were in Chicago.
We went to Madison, Wisconsin.
No, we did not.
No.
Did we?
I promise you, we went toWisconsin. And I'm always right.
There.
So.
Okay.
You were there. We went to Wisconsin for Stevie's modeling thing, and then we stayed in Chicago.
I do not.
At the Peninsula, and the Peninsula was my idea.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how you got away with that.
I don't know how I did either. But I'm the only one that brought a swimming suit. A bathing suit.
I was thinking about that the other day. Because you're always prepared.
I'm always prepared.
It's just my suitcase right now. It's a nightmare.
So we got Ellie is correct. I am correct. Always. Let's go. Okay. So we have veggies. We got. What was that, Teddy? You're being mean to the host right now?
Okay.
That's rude.
What was that?
We got easy trail mix. apples. And it's
Killing the elbow.
sandwiches. What?
Oh, he's gone.
And we have a ton of sandwiches. So look at all this. Good food. But I know what you're thinking. And we're waiting for the Tamari Almonds. Has 4 minutes left. I know what you're thinking. That's not enough for a road trip. These are all good and fun and stuff, but they're not exciting. You got to have some exciting, fun things to keep the children involved in the road trip, to keep it memorable, keep the spirits high.
You have me captivated.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm gonna say, mini ball jars. I found these at the store the other day. This is filled with ranch right now. It comes in a pack of 4. One more. And you can fill them with anything you want. I couldn't find hummus at my local grocery, so I filled it one with ranch for the veggies, and you could do hummus for the veggies, or you could do any other dressing if you're trying to make a salad when you are road tripping. And for our road trips, we've done crazy road trips. I think we did a road trip where my mom was doing a juice cleanse through the entire road trip, and we had to bring our blender in the back of the car.
Gosh.
I was gonna say that last one. She was, yeah, that was
We had to
terrible.
bring a blender in the back of the car, and every time we went to a gas station, we had to stop, plug the blender in, and there's so many. I mean, the positive is that it smelled great. The negative was Mom was juice cleansing, so she probably wasn't in the best mood the entire road trip. And while we were all eating our
Oh my god.
road trip food, she had to drink the juice. Please be kind. Mom, come on.
Mom, this is our show.
Mom.
This is our show, the kids
Get
show.
off.
This is the real raw truth of the Drake family.
You let this happen.
You gave me all the power.
That's true. You gave us the resources.
So fill these ball jars up, and they're reusable, and it's always good to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Mm-hmm.
So keep these glass
Right.
ball jars, and you can use them for anything. They're also the perfect size for a shot, a really big shot. So if you know, not for driving, obviously, but once you get to your location, you want to go to the beach, just glug, fill them, put them in your bag. Easy.
You saved that one. Nice.
What else do we have? Oh yeah, I'm reading my list right now. We also always brought a gallon jug. I've already opened this jug. Brought a gallon jug so you don't have to stop constantly for water. And you could also, if you're getting the sandwiches ready, or if you're like peeling an orange or using your hands to make everybody's food, you can wash your hands off the back of the car while you're at a rest stop or whatever. So it's just an easy, quick wash to get things off of your hands, or you can refill waters. And also sippy cups. Sippy cups are great because you can control the intake of liquid for your children. Yeah, and I've been using them, and they're really nice. You can control the intake of liquid for your children so they don't constantly have to go potty every 25 minutes. So, like, one of these is perfect. And it, like, the little, I'm like pro sippy cup now. This is insane. So, like, water doesn't make them, like, drink super fast. It, like, the little holes up here. I've been using them for the past 2 days, and they're life-changing, actually. I don't spill. Too. So that's exciting.
That's strange.
Yeah, and also children have to pee or go potty constantly, and I don't understand how a child can go tinkle that many times. But if you control their water intake while still hydrating them, you win there, and you can get more mileage in there. So there's that gallon. Oh, the Tamari almonds are done. Okay, we'll go back to the tips in a second. Let's get these Tamari almonds out. So they should look something like this when they're done. All the tamari should have dried up in the oven.
Yum.
It should be all crispy and a little soft in the middle. That was really hot.
Oh, see what I in there.
It's okay. Okay. So we're gonna let that cool down before I put it in my Tamari almond container. Let's get back to it. Ty, what are your tips if you could tell anybody?
Tips. Don't drink a lot of water. I know it's hard, but
Dehydrate yourself.
don't drink a lot of water.
for the
I
family.
have a small bladder, and I tend to tinkle a lot. So Is that a bad tip? That's my tip. My personal tip.
Don't dehydrate yourself, please. That's a horrible tip.
Deprive yourself of water.
Don't dehydrate yourself because then everybody's going to be agitated and somebody might pass out.
It's gonna be like
And
that
that
either
will be
way.
a memorable trip in a different way. And you guys don't need a memorable trip ending up in the hospital.
Another way.
Oh, more things.
You
This is what
asked
my
me for
parents
tips.
always did for us. They would get like a couple, because we were very healthy when we were younger. But to bribe us to be good kids, we would have like a couple of unhealthy snacks. So we always had. Don't open your window because don't turn your lights on at night.
No, the
on
light.
the inside, for some reason they can't see when they're driving. It just doesn't make sense to me. So we always had Twizzlers for some reason. Always Twizzlers. I didn't even know why, but we always had Twizzlers and Pringles. So if you want like to bribe your kid to be good, if they start whining, just pull off the Twizzler, dangle it in their face, and be like, "Here's a Twizzler," and then they'll be happy, and you've had these for the whole trip. I don't know how I remember. Yeah, these seem like little dad snacks, but we always had the Pringles, and we did like the duck bills with the Pringles, and we had Twizzlers
or the finger. Remember the finger ones?
Oh, what are those called?
Fingers?
Oh, what are those
Are they
called?
Frugals? Are they called Frugals?
Frugals?
Frugals? No, I have no idea.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, we always had those, and they were so fun.
I can't even say that. Bugles.
Bugles.
Bugle.
Bugle. Isn't that a horn?
It's a great marketing for them.
Why are they popping up?
Bugles.
Okay.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, so we had these really tasty treats, and it made the road trip memorable. Like I was probably 11 years old during the last time we did one of these big family road trips with all the food down to Florida for like a 27-hour hike. And I still remember like the food that we had. We were very healthy. Me too. We were. He knows that. He knows we were healthy. Teddy, tell me one of your favorite stories of us road tripping.
I feel blocked out of my memory.
Like down to Florida. What do you remember?
No. Down to Florida. I just remember coming in like kind of late because we wanted to finish those last few miles. And it would just feel so nice when you got out of the car, and it smelled like pine needles, and it was so nice. And you're finally there, and you can pass out and then wake up in the morning, and it's beautiful. That's just what I remember.
Oh yeah, the smell of Florida was always fun. So like salt,
so nice,
and like the wind.
Or getting into Georgia, getting in there, then you would start.
That's what I was gonna say. My favorite memory was when we went through Atlanta. I think we went to Pink's Hot Dog.
I thought that was in Chicago.
No, I think it's in Atlanta. Pink's Hot Dogs.
Pinky.
I don't know. I remember getting a hot dog there when we were super Varsity Hot Dog. Varsity? Yeah. It was something.
I remember that.
It's blinking. It was something. Yeah, and we got a hot dog. It was like probably like 9 o'clock at night. We probably did not eat a hot dog. The kids were sleeping, and
we needed
we got those hot dogs. And I think that was the start of my. Oh yeah, Pigs is in Hollywood, and that was the start of my hot dog obsession. And now hot dog is my favorite food. Unfortunately, I know Mom probably won't like to hear that.
Hot dogs?
I love hot dogs.
I know. So I remembered that. Sorry, Mom. I'm the host. I can
gas
say what I
hot
want.
dogs.
What about gas station hot dogs? But this is
another level.
No, you could always. What? You are driving. Remember, you're driving. Probably, if you're from Michigan and you're driving down to Florida, you're driving 1,000 miles, and if you have like plush seats, smells stick in the car, and it'll get stinky. If you get French fries on the first hour, it's gonna stay in the car for like days, and it will stink up your car. So all of these food, like recipes and options that I'm giving you are not stinky foods. You could eat them without having to worry that your car is going to reek and you have to roll down windows while you're on the highway. So you have to be conscious of that and like aware of what you're eating is going to set the mood in the car. If it's really stinky, if you have a hash brown and an egg McMuffin like what Stevie had today, for every meal, it's going to be super stinky and people are going to be grumpy because it's stinky and you're going to smell bad when you get out of the car. I think this is why we always had oranges in the car. When you peel an orange in the car, it smells like citrus and it smells so great and like all the oils from the orange go around the car. Oh, it smells so good. Instead of the fast food heavy smell that you could have. The oranges are really good if you want to fix the aroma.
Toots are punishable by death on our road trips.
You got all the bits.
There was always someone that would do it. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say who, but this person would do it and then just act like all cute.
We're not saying who.
Oh, what? Death! Ha! Kick out of the car.
We have a whole road trip constitution. That's funny. That is really funny. Okay. What else? I'm centering myself. That was really funny. About the oranges. Another thing. Oh, what I said, my mom always used to say this about fast food. She says McDonald's, but you could also say any fast food is for deposit. Sorry, my hair is new to me. I'm still getting used to it. So McDonald's or any fast food is for deposit only, but I want to make an addendum to that. Fast food places are for deposit and coffee only. I will drink fast food coffee or McDonald's in specific coffee just because it's so cheap and it's just nice because you can't brew your own coffee on the road. And I don't like gas station coffee. Gas station coffee is really tastes burnt to me. So my mom can say fast food is for deposit only, meaning you can go tinkle there or wash your hands. But you can also get coffee.
Just wash your hands randomly on a road trip. Hey, you gotta wash my hands.
I don't know. We've had some weird road trips. Remember that road trip from Chicago all the way, or we went to Chicago for Easter, and then like I threw up in the car because I had too much Easter candy. That's a good place to watch.
A couple times.
That was me. That was me.
There was another adult like throwing up, but we don't have to get into that.
I don't remember that. I'll be honest.
Did you throw up on my candy snake? Was that what that was?
Or maybe Teddy threw up on my candy snake. No, I think Teddy might have thrown up on my candy snake, and I never got a candy snake. Thanks for reminding me, Teddy. You still owe me a candy snake.
No, I don't think I got one. I don't think I got one that time. Ending it.
Oh, maybe mom and dad gave me yours because you threw up on mine, and I was that kind of sister.
I think
I needed the candy snake. It was only fair. Okay. Moving on.
I don't know.
The next
way. Either way.
This is a Drake family special secret. I don't know. I don't know if we just do this, but we use baking pans for trays in the car because they catch all the crumbs, and you can you can put like the apple, like from the picture that I posted. You put the apples, you can put the oranges, you can put chips on here, and they're gonna stay in the pan. Put it on the little kids' laps in their car seats or wherever they're sitting, and they can go through it. And we also use.
I think Mom's trying to take over the show. I think she doesn't like the fact that the kids are running this one.
We're bringing up all the repressed memories that are coming out now. Yay. So we use this, and we use bandanas, and we have like our own color bandana, so you can like have your own napkin for the entire road trip, and then clean it wherever you end up, and then have a clean napkin on the way back. But I only have white bandanas for some reason, so we use bandanas as napkins. They're reusable. You don't have to have a bunch of trash in your car, and you don't have to have a bunch of crumbs, because the worst thing is when you go to your destination and your car smells bad and it's messy and dirty, and you just don't want to be in the car because you were just in it for the past like 27 hours. But if you keep it clean and the oranges make it smell good, and these crumbs are getting all picked up by the tray, and there's no trash back there, the car can be a nice place to be when you have to drive to all of your vacation activities. Excuse me, sorry.
I remember I was
trash is really, really helpful for everything. For the planet.
I remember right when I got my my what is it called when you can drive a car but you don't have a license? Your driver's permit. I was forced against my will to constantly drive. It was like, all right, so you can drive now.
How we are.
It's all you.
Everybody's asleep in the car, and you're like 15 years old.
Oh, so much responsibility given to me at one time.
It's definitely illegal there.
Yeah, maybe.
That's nightmare.
Look at me now, though.
You got pulled over, remember?
I do remember that.
Right. You've had more tickets than all of them combined.
No, I haven't. I've fight them all. I've only gotten.
You still haven't gotten them.
Yes.
I have 0 points in my license.
Fight them all.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I've never gotten a ticket. I'm better than both of you.
It's the price you pay when you
knock on that wood.
No, because I don't even have a car now. So it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
All right, I'm putting all the Tamari Almonds because they've cooled down in a container. Sorry if it's loud. Almost done. I wish. Okay. So look at that. They're a bunch of like salty snacks. They're so good.
Beautiful.
I made these.
They're so good.
I know. It tastes like Halloween. Remember when we used to make pumpkin seeds and put like soy sauce on them and salt?
Yeah, you do that all the time.
I would make them. I would make those. We did make those. Yeah. That's right.
That was fun.
Those are always good.
This year.
So we have some healthy food. We have some bribey food with the Twizzlers. You can also.
We had Twizzlers because Dad liked the Twizzlers.
Yes.
Because remember, he would be the one that would pass them out.
He would do the hand.
Oh yeah, he would
eat a bunch and then he'd like pass you
behind
one.
the seat.
Behind the seat. They're like slapping us from behind the seat to not to mess around. Trying to grab us. Good memories. Okay, next, I have one more tip and then we can start talking about like road trip stories that are funny. So they make a bunch of like mini prepackaged things. So I got these almond butters at the grocery, and I also got these spicy guacamole, like single serve containers. But mind you, I also got protein bars because you can feed a child a protein bar and they'll be full for like 7 hours.
Let's not say that.
Days.
I remember like eating one protein bar when I was young. Personally, I could eat a protein bar, and these were like candy for me. We had these all the time.
So
we would this would be when we went to like our health food store, and our mom would let us get like one thing each. We never like went for candy. We always went straight for a protein bar because they're so good.
Health food store candy is like the worst form of candy because it like if for some reason doesn't have that give, it's just like I don't know.
It like almost gets you there, but you're just still stuck. Like you're like looking for one more thing.
Right into it.
Oh, we also always had like fruit leathers.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were saying. I was gonna say that
really
my mic was off.
We had fruit leathers a lot.
Really
Another thing, when I was talking to my mom and asking her what I should do for this week and telling her all the ideas I had for road trip food, she said popcorn, but I have beef against all popcorns because they're the worst party and road trip food. They get everywhere.
That's fair.
Like people can't keep popcorn in their mouth because they don't like eat it one at a time. They go for handfuls and just like eat it out of the palm of their hand like they're animals. Like when people have popcorn, it turns them into some like primal species. they like are like hunched over and gnawing the popcorn out of their hand, and it gets all over the ground. And my boyfriend, he eats popcorn all the time, and it's just like the tiniest piece of popcorn could be like on the couch, and I lose my mind because I lose my mind. So anyway, popcorn. There's my rant about popcorn. Don't put popcorn.
Never bring popcorn around Ellie.
Sorry.
So sorry. I will lose it. Popcorn is fine if you're in a movie theater because you're not cleaning up. I mean, don't be mean and don't drop all the popcorn everywhere.
Regardless, it gets everywhere.
It still gets everywhere. It sucks if you have to clean it up. No popcorn. Remember that. That's a tip from Ellie to you. Straight to you. And I'm passionate about it. All right.
I believe you.
You guys, I think we're done with all of my tips and tricks.
I got some stuff that I wanted to bring up about how me and Dad did our motorcycle trip.
Yeah.
So we did a long motorcycle trip across the country, and we didn't want to stop and eat every meal, or I mean, like go to a restaurant. So every morning we'd wake up, and I forget how we did it. Somehow we had ice, or maybe in the hotel room we'd pop like an ice brick, or you know what I'm talking about, those like refreezable things, and then that's how we kept it cold. But in our saddlebag, all we would get is bread, and we'd go get fresh ham every morning. And I think we got apples, but a sandwich is all you need because it's got the carbs and protein, and then you put the mayo on it for the fat. And so we would just I would literally, because we were going so, and I would also drink shakes too. So I'd have a shaker bottle, just kill one of those every time. And I did this when I was really into meal prepping too. So it was really hard I obviously didn't get as much food in me as I wanted, but I would take the sandwich and squish it so it was flat and just shove it in just because we wanted to get back on the road. And also we had Camelbacks. So we just fill those things up at the gas station, put a bunch of ice in it, and then that's it. It was pretty cool.
Great. Those are good. Those are good tips. And the tip about the shake is also great because they make shakes in canisters, but they also make them in the single serving shake, and you can bring a bunch of those around for road tripping, and you also have the gallon of water, so you can make shakes, and that'll fill you up for a little bit if you want a really quick meal. But if your kids want that too, you can put them in sippy cups. But if the kids want salad food, or if you want salad food, boom. All of the options that we've given you today are great, healthy options that'll make you feel good while you're driving and won't make you sleepy because, drowsy driving is dangerous.
It's worse than drunk driving in some cases.
Yeah. Both of them are pretty bad.
And when you're eating McDonald's on a road trip, whenever I do it, my face just gets greasy immediately.
You get stinky.
You feel so gross.
Nobody wants to be stinky. And plus, if you're eating all these healthy foods, your entire road trip will be memorable. We used to play games while we were road tripping. The license plate game, I remember doing that.
It's
when you were trying to
get.
Oh. Yeah, we were always up and looking around, and we were driving through Tennessee, looking through the hills in Tennessee, and we remember most of those road trips, and we were big. I mean, I'm sure there are times where we were bigger, but the majority of our road trips we've had were so great and organized. I don't know how our parents made it so organized. They always had all of the food. It was so fun.
The game was our parents got a list of stuff to find, like the first palm tree, the Indiana state border. Find a car that's
remember?
bright green or something.
Or
it'd be the first Florida license plate. But the thing was, and it was if you get this, you get $1. If you get this, you get $5. If you but
I didn't know they paid us.
Yeah, they paid us. That was the whole point. Or else why would we play the game?
Oh my gosh, fun! I don't think I got paid.
But the thing is, it was the kind of stuff, the list of stuff was the kind of thing that you'd have to be looking out the window constantly. So instead of watching movies, we were just looking up looking out the window and like talking to each other.
Oh, that's so true. Look at that. Look, a good memory from our childhood. Everybody, put your hands together. We found
That was
one.
weird. That felt different coming out.
We found one.
God.
We finally said it.
That felt scary.
I totally forgot about that, but yeah, we
Breaking down
did that.
boundaries.
I think that was when we were going to do the Iron Man. When Mom and Dad probably wanted
that was a trip to Florida too.
No, I know when Mom and Dad did the Iron Man in Florida. They were so organized.
You know,
no, that was way later. That was way later.
City, and then we went down to Bubby's or something.
Maybe.
Oh.
We did it.
I just remember going to
times,
Disneyland World or whatever.
God, I want to go back to Disney. Let's do a kids trip to Disney.
Yeah, but we've had
No.
We've had so many great memories while road tripping. It tastes better when Margot makes them. Mine were soggy.
Mine were soggy. Mine were soggy too, so it's okay.
Sometimes they are soggy. Maybe you don't soak them for as long as Mom says.
I soaked them for like 3 days because I got a little lazy. So it's 3 days.
You forgot about them.
But yeah. I forgot about them.
And then once you grow up
or something, but
you realize all of your kids can drive, so you can finally. What is it about popcorn? Once you grow up, you realize your kids can drive, so the kids are in charge now, and then we don't really make as much food. No, it's less of a nightmare because we can like explain while we're grumpy. We can explain our emotions if we choose to. So I think as we grew up, we didn't do as much like full meals. We did more snacks, and then we would stop to get meals. We also stopped going on road trips. We went like 3 of us would like drive to California. My favorite road trip.
Oh yeah, we did that. Yeah, but we didn't do it the right way. You wanted to stop so many times. I was like, let's just drive through. You're like,
no. A point of road tripping. My favorite road trip was when I went with Emma for spring break up the coast of California.
Oh.
And we would literally, if we saw something cool on the side of the road, we would stop and look at it. Like it wasn't a road trip where we had to be somewhere at a certain time. It was one where the journey. It was the journey, exactly, Jackie.
The destination. Thank you.
It's not the destination; it's the journey, and it was so fun. That's like by far one of my favorite vacations. So memorable.
When Stuart and I do it, we go full throttle, no sleep.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
all gas, like, no brakes.
Cannonball run.
All the way through. Cannonball run down to Florida.
Only liquid they have is like Red Bull.
That's terrifying.
It's not healthy.
We're talking about healthy.
It's not healthy. That's the whole point. It's
the road trip is a part of the vacation.
Yeah, it was part of the vacation. We had great conversation. I saw my first alligator on that trip. So
Stevie and I also drove to California, or from California to Michigan, in 2 different cars because we had to pick up a car in Southern California, and we got walkie-talkies.
Yeah,
and that was really fun. Even though he was trying to go like 400 miles an hour through the mountains, and I'm really scared of mountain driving, so I was going probably a solid 35 miles an hour down the mountain, coasting down the mountain 35 miles an hour.
You should.
And I was like, please slow down. I'm afraid.
I was trying to keep heat with tires. You gotta go faster on the corners. You know, like when race cars are going like side to side. I had to keep the heat in my tires waiting up for you.
I don't think
it's terrifying.
So. Terrifying. All right, one final question. If you guys could road trip anywhere and it's about the journey, not the destination, where would you guys go? Anywhere in the world.
Hong Kong.
Road trip around Hong Kong?
Road trip to Hong Kong. You know how much of a memory that would be?
Okay, you're not getting my point. Like, you have a car in one destination.
I guarantee if I could road trip to Hong Kong, it would be a better memory than you road tripping anywhere else.
You're ruining my question.
All right.
Don't ruin it.
Well, you tell us. You obviously have a great answer.
In the U.S.?
Oh, no, it could be anywhere. Like, I was going to say, like, I would go to, like, Italy. Go to Italy or, like, go to Greece and, like, pop around. You know, pop all around there. In Greece. I think it'd be fun.
Germany.
Or go on the Autobahn in Germany.
Yes, the Autobahn.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Sounds good.
Teddy, where would you go?
I would probably go to. I would go to Japan again, because why not? Because why not?
And just like, you
Drive
can go to
around
like the fun, like that'd be cool. All right, so I guess we're gonna end
there. In the
early
mountains,
tonight.
all around.
We're gonna end early. Thank you, Stevie and Teddy, for being here with me on my first solo.
Thanks for letting me annoy you guys for an hour.
Yeah, I really appreciative. So I hope you guys found some of the things and tips and tricks and recipes that I gave you inspirational for your next road trip. And remember, we're still in a pandemic, so obviously travel safe and stay healthy. And call somebody you love this week. Go for a walk. Clear your brain.
Go to bed early.
Go to bed early. You don't need 2 cups of coffee a day. 1 will be just fine. All those self-care, self-love things. Do something this week for yourself. Thank you, everybody, for listening and being here, and hope your next road trip is memorable. Oh, and we'll be here next week, the next Sunday.
Good job.
Every week, from now until the end of time. What is that? Every Rick and Morty ending? And every time we go every week. Come on, we're doing it.
Yes, I don't know how to end this. I'm not producing it, so we can just.
I think they